Today, Sean Diddy Combs' legal team will get their first chance to question his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in what is day 4 of his racketeering and sex crimes trial. The cross-examination follows Ventura's extensive testimony to the prosecution yesterday, in which she tearfully described years of abuse and Combs' alleged efforts to cover it up. Combs has pleaded not guilty. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman is outside federal court in Manhattan for us once again this morning and can join us with more. Good morning to you, Katrina. What did jurors see and hear yesterday, and how does that back up the prosecution's case?
Errol, there was a lot of heavy testimony yesterday, and some of the most striking was at the end of the direct examination of Cassie Ventura, where she revealed that after the relationship had ended with Sean Combs, there was an incident where he raped her. She talked about how later on she had PTSD flashbacks of her experience with him, of the freak-offs. And at one point she came home and told her husband while their kids were sleeping that she just couldn't take it anymore and thought about walking into traffic. She ended up going to rehab. Another thing we learned about yesterday was her drug addiction. She said that she had an addiction to opiates, Errol. And after she went to rehab, she wrote a book about her experience. And she had her lawyer send it to Combs. She wanted to be compensated for the pain that he had put her through, she said. And she asked for $30 million. Combs, she was told, didn't take this seriously. Later, when she filed a civil lawsuit against him, we found out yesterday that he ended up settling that for $20 million. She, of course, was still required to take the stand in this criminal case. And when she was asked, Errol, why she is testifying in this case, she said, "I'm here to do the right thing. I can't carry this anymore. The shame, the guilt." But in terms of the case that we're starting to see the prosecution weave, we're seeing the foundations of their charges of racketeering, of sex trafficking, of transportation for prostitution. Cassie's testimony has revealed how, in a way, she was almost like a sex slave for Sean Combs. He directed everything that she did, the way that he made her orchestrate these freak-offs that they were engaged in. He had her travel with him. They had escorts traveling to meet them. There were employees who were involved in this, so that ties into this allegation that he was running a criminal enterprise that was running all of this. So we're starting to see those building blocks. But today we will see what is likely to be a very brutal cross-examination of Cassie Ventura.
And I remember covering that trial as far as Cassie and the settlement, and Combs only settled after that horrific footage, security video was released. How will the defense try to then poke holes in everything she has so specifically laid out this week?
So the defense is going to say that this is a loving relationship, or was a loving relationship, that spanned over a decade. It did involve a lot of jealousy. It absolutely involved violence. They have already admitted to Combs's involvement in domestic abuse. They will likely also paint this as a mutual relationship. On the stand yesterday, Cassie Ventura was talking about how there were times when she was physical, both with Combs, and she also talked about another incident when she ended up punching a girl that she thought was photographing her. So we are expecting them to really try to poke holes in her story and show that this was a mutual, consensual relationship, even if there were very, very problematic aspects to it and violent aspects to it.
Yeah, they'll probably emphasize that consent component. Katrina Kaufman with the latest on this heavy trial. Thank you very much.